Put our fears to rest here. Oh my god, it's been so long! And in my hour of need, 6 max HP, remove 2 is here. Oh my precious. Oh my goodness. It has been so many runs since not just 6 max HP for remove 2, but just remove 2 period. Like, it's been so bleeping long since I've seen this option. Okay, and it's up against, like, relative mediocrity, so let's take a look at the map here. Okay. Okay, pretty reasonable stuff going on here. Pretty reasonable stuff. Guardian, potential for late shop, potential for 3 shops, although that's pretty unlikely. Okay, so it is Guardian. That's definitely a consideration, a thing that we have to think about. There are 0-3 elite paths. We also have a forced early elite. Yeah, so there's... Okay. So, it's always this. Yeah, no, so we're not treating... I mean... Let's put it this way. Thanks for the follow, friend. I would very much like to win this run. I would very much like to tie the world record. I'd very much like to be in sole possession of the world record. So, like, for me, the next 2 runs are kind of a big deal. But after that, I can kind of relax. Like, I'm still gonna play more... Like, I'm still gonna play runs after that, but I'm not gonna be, like, as... Like... I mean, the point is that there's so many hours that go into this, right? And like, literally, I've been doing this, like, this... I haven't lost on Watcher in a month plus, right? So it's like... We take a long trip to Thailand? Yeah, I don't think so. Yes. Yes. We have a command. Yeah. Yeah, so... I really don't see how it's ever this way, just because with the remove 2 already, we're, like, even more likely to want to get more removals. Like, not going to a shop in this act seems pretty stupid. We are gonna get minimal upgrades here, which is a bit sad. Like, the only way to get 2 upgrades in the act is to go this way. And, like, if we're trying... If we're thinking about avoiding, like, ultra low rolls... Oh, I guess we're not... I don't know why in my mind, I thought we were forced into this elite. If we're not forced into this elite, then... Yeah, there's pretty much no way to low roll here. In terms of, like, Like, getting to Guardian, basically, is completely free. Like, there's no way that we die before Guardian. Now, like, we have to get strong enough to kill Guardian, right? That's a thing. But there's absolutely no way that we die before Guardian. So, yeah, let's do this. And then... yeah. I mean, we have a lot of late question marks, which, like, hopefully will be Dead Adventure or something like that, so we can get some more value here. Or, like, Life Trade. I really wouldn't mind Life Trade at all. I see, like, here, and then maybe if we've gotten absolutely nothing, then we maybe want to go to the shop as a little bit of a priority. Thanks. Thanks for the good luck wishes, everyone. I do appreciate it. Okay. Yeah. As much as I really do like picking up the Spice Elite early, I think we have to go left here. Okay, so next turn... the worst draw that we can draw is... we always... yeah, there's this... next turn is always the same. Or, yeah, we always play this fight the same. There's no question about what happens here. Cut through Fate on floor 1. Yeah. Yeah. We take that. Common, by the way. Yeah. I mean, it's a very, very good card. Yeah. Okay. I think we want to go here, because I think that, well, okay, with Cut already in the deck, we pretty much never struggle to kill this elite. Like, if it's Nob, we take 16 at the most. If it's Lagavulin, and I mean, yeah, we would like to be able to use a potion potentially in Lagavulin or Sentries. But yeah, this just keeps all of our options open, right? Because, like, we're basically, like, we probably all, yeah, let's just go here. Cut through Fate feels like Pommel Strike. Yeah, Cut's way better than Pommel Strike. And the reason is the scry is, like, huge, number 1. And number 2, Watcher cares a lot more about what Cut does than Ironclad does. So, like, Cut is good. Oh man, I heard a terrible take from someone who shall remain nameless, who said that Cut Through Fate is the best card in the game because it's the universally strongest card, like the card that is good in the most decks. And this person was saying that Cut is better than Wraith Form because Cut is more universally good than Wraith Form. I don't know how you even begin to perform the mental gymnastics necessary to come to that conclusion, but Cut is better than Wraith Form. Yeah. I mean, Wraith Form, to me, Wraith Form is the best card in the game, and it would be the best card on any character. Like, if you give Ironclad Wraith Form, it instantly becomes Ironclad's best card. If you give Defect Wraith Form, it instantly becomes Defect's best card. If you give Watcher Wraith Form, it instantly becomes Watcher's best card. Like, it's just that good. Defect Wraith Form is insane? Yeah, it's completely nuts. So we actually... Well, it doesn't matter. I mean, we have guaranteed lethal next turn. Alright, this is a skip. Technically speaking, again, if we were, like, really scared of Guardian and or whatever, like, we could think about Battle Hymn. I think our solution for Guardian is, like, potentially we'll be upgrading Vigilance. And... yeah, I mean, and we'll probably be... Thanks for the follow, friend. Potentially will be... like... let's say it like this. It's fairly likely that we go into Guardian on relatively high HP. And if we do that, then there's, like, no way that we die in the fight. Yeah. Battle Hymn does solve a lot of short-term problems, but it's really bad in the long term, I would say. Okay, so now we have a decision to make, and the decision that we have to make is, do we commit to this early shop? How many question marks? Okay, let's say we go here, 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 and here. Then we're taking 1, 2, 3. We would probably go to this shop, so 4 question marks in the act. Yeah. I mean, that's not awful. It's not an awful thing. There's really not... It's not necessary for us to go to this shop. And how much money are we going to have? We have 130 right now. So on average, we have 145 going into here. Which means... like, technically... yeah, we can buy... if this is, like, Rushdown or something... we can buy it. How many shops do we want to go to in this act? Probably, like... 1? Right? And it can really be any of them. Yeah, it can really be any of them. We also, if we go the question mark route and we end up taking 4 question marks, it's not unlikely that we would run into a shop in a question mark. Because 4 question marks is 3, 6, 9, 12% chance. So you add all those up and it's not, like, it gets more and more likely, basically. if we go here, then this can never be a shop. We could technically go this way as well, if we wanted to do that. I mean, this is the Watcher in a nutshell, right? Any of these decisions is probably fine, but, you know, we have to figure out a way to determine what is best, and that's not easy. Pretty much most of the time, none of this matters. Right. Exactly. You could probably click either of these, and most of the time, you're just going to be completely chilling no matter what. But that's not really what we care about, right? We care about the, like, small fraction of the time where potentially this decision makes a significant difference. And, like, how can we go about determining which of these is correct or not? Okay, let's talk about all of the events and which ones are positive and which ones are not positive. So, like, Living Wall is very positive. Wing Statue, very positive. Shining Light, I would probably consider that to be very positive at this point. Like, Scrap Ooze is probably positive, simply because it's highly unlikely that we'll take, like, a ton of... I don't know. Well, okay. Serpent is bad, right? Serpent is the one that we can say, like, unequivocally is very bad. Yeah. Serpent is terrible. We are going to a ton of question marks this act. There's maybe some consideration that... Oh yeah, Banana's pretty bad. That's also true. Thanks for that follow, friend. Yeah, Banana, when we're at full health, is just like 5 max HP, and that sucks. So yeah, Serpent sucks, Banana sucks, Scrap Ooze is potentially very cringe. We could get, like, the nightmare scenario of Match and Keep or Wheel of Change into garbage. There's also, like, Face Trader, which is whatever. If it was a shop, we wouldn't feel that bad about it. But I really honestly don't even mind committing to this shop. Like, a removal here is just fine. And... okay, we still are looking at this screen. We're not taking any of these, by the way. A removal here is just fine. What's up, Borrowed Facts? How's it going? Yeah, I mean, a removal is fine, and, like, you know, Mental Fortress or Rushdown, both very pickable here. Oh, alright. Get in there, Borrowed Facts. You have usurped Someone 25, and you will now become the only VIP of the channel. Give me one moment to find where it is. There we go. Oh, whoops. Alright, there you are. The record is 24, yes. Scamming some predictions. Okay, yeah, I think the shop has a lot of upside here. There's, you know, like, buying any uncommon card that is good, or just a removal. It's all good, right? Wow. That is an exceptionally awful draw. And also, Jawworm rolls... Well, no, I mean, we wouldn't be able to kill regardless. Wow, okay. A triumvirate of pickable cards. And no potion. No potion is a bit awkward. We're definitely taking one of these. There's no question that one of these gets taken. It's just a question of which one. We also did get 19 gold, yeah. It's like super high rolled the gold. Well, I mean, we're 5 gold over where we are expected to be right now. Yeah, here you go, take 12. But we took 0, like 12 in the first 3 hallways is like an acceptable roll. It's an acceptable roll. But yeah, I mean, even like, you know, we massively low rolled the Jawworm fight because like we take less than 12 in any case where we draw one of our 3 block cards or Cut Through Fate. So like all 4 of these cards have to be in the bottom 5 of our 10 card deck. I wonder how much of a low roll that is. I'm actually curious. I just curious. Let's look at the calculation for this. 10, 4, 5, 1. Wow. Okay, so 97% of the time we draw at least one of these 4 cards on turn 1. So it's like a 2.5% low roll. Yeah. Yeah, you have to take whatever's best for sentries. Yeah, no potion is a bit annoying. But there is the prospect of purchasing a potion here. What is best for sentries? It's difficult to say. There's also the consideration of Guardian, right? Like, there's Guardian, and then there's also, like... I mean, we have to consider everything, except for Knob. Knob we don't really need to consider. But everything else we need to consider. Which of these cards do what I consider to be of the highest quality? I think that answer is Flurry, especially with Cut Through Fate. Especially with Cut Through Fate and the removals. Like, Flurry is very high quality here. Yeah. I would also, like, if we had an upgrade to spare, I would very much consider Empty Fist more, because the upgrade on Empty Fist is absolutely bonkers. But we don't really. Like, Eruption always gets upgraded here, and then, yeah. I think the Flurry is very reasonable. Okay, there's a Mental Fortress. And it's on sale. Which means that we can purchase Remove and Mental Fortress. which is pretty incredible. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. A lab event that's actually good. I can't remember the last time I went into the lab and found, like, and had 2 open potion slots. I mean, it's not even, like, that great, to be honest. It's decent, but it's not, like, amazing. Dex is pretty cringe when we... Well, Dex actually could play in, like... I mean, it plays in Lagavulin or Sentries, probably. So it's not even that bad. So yeah, always upgrade Eruption, always go to the elites. Pretty much. Okay, it is Knob. We're guaranteed to draw Eruption next turn. The question is, do we play Mental Fortress? Do we Miracle now? So Mental Fortress playing it gets it out of the deck. We could do something like Strike, Strike, Flurry, Mental. Don't play Vigilance. So this is... And we're pretty much always taking the hit next turn, right? And then we're always killing the turn after. I just want to make sure that the math actually works out on that. So... We do technically have Fairy if it doesn't. Vigilance is 2 energy, 9 Wrath for 2 energy and Wrath. It's true. However, we can't actually use the 2 energy. We can only use 1 energy next turn. Okay, so if we do this, it's 16 damage. He goes to 72. We need to deal 36 over... Well, we need to do 36 per turn over 2 turns. Which is basically impossible not to do, right? Yeah, even if we bottom deck the Eruption, well, okay, hold on. What happens if we bottom deck the Cut? If we bottom deck the Cut, then... Who is in the art of Flurry? It's a thief, yeah. You can see, like, the bandana and, like, the long hair. The problem is, if we need to use the Miracle next turn... Okay, so this always happens. Um... We never kill next turn. It's just not possible for that to happen. I'm doing great. The Fasting Deva form worked out well. We did find a way to play them. We essentially just, like, used them. I don't know. It was just fine, you know? We just, like, worked with it. They worked. They were good. That's it. We had, like, a lot of energy issues because we had a lot of setup in the deck, but, like, going into the heart fight, we were able to take a bottled miracle potion and an energy potion. So we had, like, 4 extra energy going into the heart fight to help us with our setup, and we had, like, 2 vaults and a scrawl in order to get everything in play. And then once, like, we had so much scaling in the deck that, like, once we got it all in play versus the heart, it was super over. But it was just a question of, like, actually being able to get the scaling in play, which we had the energy potions for. Right, so again, we can never actually use all 5 of the energy next turn. So I think I just want to do this. We have to play Eruption here. There's no... Okay, so we have, this is 26 plus 8. So that's 34 damage. So 34 plus 27. So we need to do 27 next turn. Which means we need to draw... Is there a hand which doesn't draw 27 next turn, is the question? Like, if we just accept the Ascender's Bane, is there... What's the least amount of damage that we can draw, basically? The least amount of damage that we could draw would be, like, Vigilance, Defend, Double Strike, and Flurry? Yeah. And even in that case, we do the damage, no problem. The question here is actually, do we scry Ascender's Bane and look for Vigilance this turn? Because... yeah, cut first draw into Vigi Gaming, that's the idea. Because if we do that, then 1 and 4 to save a little bit. Yeah. Well, it's actually not just a little bit. It's like 12. Yeah, we always hit Eruption next turn if we do that. Exactly. It's not 1 and 4, though. It's 1 and 5, because we scry the Ascender's Bane, and then the Ascender's Bane goes into the draw pile. So yeah, I think we do that. The only issue is, like, then we can draw Ascender's Bane, but that's never a problem. Because, okay, so if we don't draw, well, okay. Yeah, it always works out. I think it always works out. We might have to Miracle here, which is the risk. So we're basically risking, because this would cost us 6 HP if we had to Miracle here. Okay, we need to calculate what exactly happens in every possible scenario, in every possible draw, right? So, okay, let's say we draw into Eruption this turn. That would mean that our next turn would be Strike, Strike, Ascender's Bane, Vigilance, and 1 card. If that card is Defend, then we only can deal 24, right? Yeah. If that card is anything else, we can deal... Well, okay, hold on. Is 24 enough, right? Because Vigilant or Eruption, if we draw into Eruption, it's 18, right? So this turn we would do 14 plus 18 plus 8. So that's 40. Yeah, so that's actually just enough, right? Yeah. Yeah, so we always just do this. We try to hit Vigilance. Okay. We didn't hit Vigilance. That's fine. Because, again, we have this and this. We are guaranteed to draw 2 strikes next turn. We take our 12. And... Thanks for the gift sub, Butterships. We take our 12 and we move on. Okay. Yeah, that's a reward. And that is also a reward. Empty Mind is very good. And especially even better with Teardrop Locket. Miracle Defend? What? No. Even just playing the Defend wouldn't be worth it. I'm assuming that you're trolling, though. Yeah, it deals 12 extra if we Miracle Defend. Yeah, so Empty Mind is very good. It's good if... It's good in a variety of circumstances. And especially it's good with Mental Fortress, specifically. Okay, so... This was a shrine. If this is a shop, we're sad. If we're gonna have the question mark be a shop, we would rather it be this one. So let's go here. Also, no potion from that fight, by the way. So we missed a potion on our first 4 combats, which means that we have an 80% potion chance here. What's the most efficient way to do this? Just 12 plus 12, right? My god. What a character. No. You definitely take attack potion over dexterity potion. Yeah, Teardrop Locket is, like, so good. Actually so good. Just a completely broken relic. These cards are not even close to being worth it. We would maybe enjoy having, like, some more damage scaling type stuff. Our damage is not very good right now. Yeah, our damage is not incredible at the moment. But there are many things that can change that. And we haven't really seen any cards. The only card that even comes close to being like a damage solve is Battle Hymn. Thanks for that follow, friend. Yeah, and with Empty Mind, Mental Fortress, like Cut Through Fate combination, we're already just fine against Guardian. Dude, gold and Bag of Prep? Hello? Like, what is this run? Oh my god. This seed is really gross. This seed is really, really, really gross. And now, like, if this is a shop, we're just okay with that. Full deck drawn in 2 turns, and that's assuming we don't play either of our 2 draw cards. Okay, this is a fight, but we know that. The question here is, can we kill all of them through the thing? I think the answer is yes, right? Like, they're just all dead? Pretty sure they're just all dead with what we have in hand, right? Like, the cards in hand just kill all of them. Because this is 12, this is 9, this is 14. So, like, 12 plus 9 plus 14 kills here, and then the 2 strikes kill here. Dear lord. Okay. Alright. So now... this is what all my Watcher runs look like. Take follow-up to make it more of a challenge. Yeah. Okay. So we have 10 real cards. I mean, obviously we click Rushdown. We have Teardrop Locket plus Bag of Prep in order to help get it in play. We've already faced the Knob. Talk to the Hand is good, but we have Mental Fortress already, and Mental Fortress is basically just like Talk to the Hand, but better. And Attack Pot's probably better than Snecko Oil. Okay, so now the question which we must ask ourselves is... do we go to this shop? No. I think what we want to do here is we want to go to the 2 question marks because Life Trade is good. Upgrades are good. Removals are good. And... yeah. Like... even if one of these was a shop, I wouldn't be, like, that upset about it. Transforms are also good, yeah. Yeah, double question mark into Elite, and then we decide whether or not we want to do shop or... yeah. That is a lot of gold. Okay, do we want to be really ballsy here and lose Cut Through Fate? Now, here's the thing. This guy can force us to... how much is remove? Remove is 100. So technically speaking, we could have enough to remove here if we paid the gold for this relic. But this is another shrine, which means that this is very likely to be a shop. There's a... well, this is 3, 6, 9, so this is 12% to be a shop. Just got a box swap into Blackstar, hope I don't throw. Yeah, Blackstar is one of the most polarized swaps, in my opinion. Because it's like, if you get good stuff early, and you can kill, like, if you can kill the first elite, basically, you usually just become so OP that you like, Blackstar runs are just completely ridiculous, because, like, the amount of value that generates as a swap is, like, totally nuts. Totally nuts. It's essentially, like, 3 boss relics worth of value, at least, by the end of the run. Isn't a combat most likely? Yes, a combat is most likely. It can be a chest as well, but yeah, combat is most likely. I think that giving up the fairy is not, like, completely unreasonable. Yeah, this guy can technically give us Dead Branch, which would be kinda sad, not gonna lie. But it's also just, like, if we do happen to get Dead Branch, we probably, like, it doesn't mean we lose the run, you know? Like, we already have just really good stuff. We don't lose the run with Dead Branch, right? The question is basically, like, is removing Cut Through Fate good? That's a question. I don't think that the answer to that question is yes. Like, there might come a time where, yeah, this guy, there are certain events which give you a relic, which add it to your relic bar instantly, and you're not allowed to do anything about it. Those events are, what are they? This one, Ranwid. There's the Mausoleum event, where you get the Writhe and you get it. And then there's the beggar. Not the beggar, the vagrant. That's what they call him. If you didn't have Cut Through Fate, would you pick it now? Probably. Probably. Like, Cut Through Fate is very positive for a very long time. And we're already, like, sufficiently ahead on removals here. Like, realistically, we need to take one cost calm card, and that's it. Like, that's the only... We need to take one Inner Peace or Fear No Evil, and we win, right? Like, that's it. That's all we need to do. We just need to take one Inner Peace or Fear No Evil, or Violet Lotus, or, like, Madness or Enlightenment. Like, there's, you know, basically anything that cheats energy on Vigilance, or Inner Peace or Fear No Evil. And we win. And, like, the point is that until we get one of those things, which we have no guarantee about when that will happen, right? Until we get one of those things, the Cut Through Fate is, like, very good. Very, very, very good, I think. Especially when you consider that we have, like, the Teardrop Locket for extra energy early on. Yeah. So, I don't want to give up the Cut Through Fate. 81 gold is a lot of gold to give up for a random relic. Because of how premium removals are for us right now. I mean, I think going to this shop is pretty clear. Because we just want to remove at this shop for 100, and we want to hit an early shop in Act 2 and remove for 125. So I don't, like, we'll be able to do that, right? Yeah. We only need another 75 gold to do that, which we're guaranteed to get from the boss. Yeah. I'm basically right now just trying to talk myself into exchanging Fairy in a Bottle for a random relic. Now go through every single relic and decide if it's positive or negative. Yeah, well, that we really don't need to do. The overwhelming majority of relics are positive in a significant way. I mean, Fairy in a Bottle is probably just going to sit here and clog up the potion slot. Like, realistically, that's all that Fairy in a Bottle is going to do. It's just going to sit there and clog up the potion slot. Sentries are a little scary right now, but we have, like... our deck is really good. So, we're kind of fine there. Yeah, I'm going to give up the Fairy. Okay, and we get Nunchaku, which is good. Nunchaku is good because it just gives us extra energy to help with our setup. And it works really well with Flurry of Blows. So, yeah. Okay, here's a question that we can ask ourselves. Wait, well, no, yeah, no, that's right. This is most likely a fight. So, yeah, if this is a fight, then we want to go to the fight first. So we can just play Mental Fortress Vigilance here. And that full blocks. Yeah, and I mean, see, we already got a potion. Like, this isn't as good as Fairy in a Bottle, but the point is that if we had got, like, we got this potion, right? And the point is that we would have just thrown this away, right? So, like, the difference, like, it's not even just we're exchanging Fairy in a Bottle for Nunchaku, right? It's like, we're exchanging Fairy in a Bottle, like, we're exchanging Block Potion minus Fairy in a Bottle for a Nunchaku. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's even, yeah. It's just a no-brainer. It's just a no-brainer to do that, to do what we did. Yeah, having Fairy is just blocking a slot in a lot of cases. It's true. We don't need any of these, really. Yeah, really pretty unnecessary. Obviously with Double Potion, going to the Elite is a complete no-brainer. We also have, like, good relics, very good relics. We have Nunchaku set up. I mean, yeah, everything here just screams Elite. Fairy is a slightly better Smoke Bomb. Yeah, I wouldn't necessarily agree with that one. Okay, yeah, I definitely skipped there. Okay, Lagavulin's much better than Sentries. We probably want to open up here. We want to get the powers in play, right? So yeah, next turn we open. You would do that, wouldn't you, Flurry? You would do that, wouldn't you, Flurry? You would do that, wouldn't you, Flurry? Miracle, Vigilance, Empty Mind, Flurry, Strike, Strike. We can technically get Nunchaku on an even better number, right? The second question mark? No, it wasn't mushrooms. In the 4 question marks, we've seen Ranwid. We've seen a different shrine. What was the other shrine? Oh yeah, the lab. That's right. So it's been 2 shrines. So we saw the lab, we saw Ranwid, and we saw 2 fights. So technically speaking, it's just like completely free here to try to hit him 3 times instead of 2. Because we're not taking any damage this turn. Ooh, do not tempt me, Satan. Oh, God. Satan! Pretty common to skip Act 1 Tantrum. Yeah, Tantrum is not the uncommon that we're looking for right now. We are very, very much looking for just 1 cost calm. I mean, ultimately, we just don't want to add cards to the deck right now, is, I think, like, the vibe here. We have 10 real cards right now. We didn't skip Talk to the Hand. No. We took Rushdown over Talk to the Hand. There's a huge difference there. This is just straight up skipping Tantrum. This would just be skipping Tantrum. Yeah, so like there's a pretty big difference. Yeah, Orichalcum's a pretty useless relic, but in terms of like, you know, if you were to get 4 relics, like this is way above average, I would say. Like, yeah. Fear no evil in attack pot. We do have to take the Super Elite at some point, although I'm really not afraid of taking a Super Elite with this deck. All we need is, like, a couple of removes and a couple of upgrades, and this deck is, like, completely bonkers. Currently. Like, we don't... I just don't think that we need Tantrum. Like, I just don't think that it actually does that much for our deck right now. We can already pretty much enter Wrath whenever we want to. Would you ever take Tantrum and get rid of Eruption? No. Because there's really no reason that Tantrum's actually better than Eruption. Like, the only situation in which Tantrum is better than Eruption is, the Mental Fortress situation. Yeah, I actually thought about that Tranquility, like, potential a lot. And I think that there was a point of the run where I would have taken Tranquility, but we didn't get offered Tranquility during that portion of the run. I think we were offered it before and after that portion of the run, but not during. Like, the main advantage that Tantrum has over Eruption is that we can upgrade Tantrum to deal more damage. But I really don't think that dealing damage is going to be that much of an issue here. Again, like, we just need a couple of upgrades, and we're just, like, blocking for 1,000,000 every turn with, like, you know, our situation here. Tranquility Spoon Infinite, yeah. Yeah, and I mean, we're gonna have so few cards by the end of the run, like... I just don't think that this Tantrum is necessary. I just don't, yeah, I just don't believe in it. I do believe in this shop, though. We can remove for 100 and buy an uncommon here. So, like, ideally, this shop is, like, Inner Peace and, it's like Inner Peace and removal, basically. That would be, like, the best... would be the best thing. We just don't need this. We just don't need it. Okay. Well, oh my god. I did call it. I did call it. Yeah, strike versus defend remove here is, like, relatively inconsequential. They're both fine. Also, Inner Peace is extremely good with Locket. Yes. Yes. And the reason that Inner Peace is significantly better than, Inner Peace is significantly better than Fear No Evil in this particular situation because of Nemesis specifically. And now, basically, the entire run is just going to be making sure that we don't die to falling. Dying to falling would be very cringe. There's also Time Eater, yeah. But, yeah. So, Time Eater and not dying to falling. These are the like, two things that we're going to be working with here. Time Eater's very close to being solved, yeah. But yeah, I mean, the pick here is very obvious, right? It's just Inner Peace card remove. And we have to find 2 more removes. But that's just, you know, basically completely inevitable at this point. And we have Bag of Prep, so, like, yeah. Would you take Portal to avoid falling? Potentially. Yeah, strike versus defend makes very little difference here. And the upgrade... So can we fill our hand... We can fill hand with Inner Peace and Empty Mind. We don't technically need to upgrade either of those. Like, we probably don't even take a Fusion Hammer, right? Because we have Nunchaku and Teardrop Locket, and there's no reason... Yeah. Yeah. So... I mean, the only reason that we would take Portal is if we had all the keys already, which we might. Yeah. Yeah. I called it. I said that we have enough gold to buy Inner Peace and a remove in the shop, and then I went to the shop and there was Inner Peace and a remove. I didn't even look at the relics. What are even the relics in here? Oh, it's all garbage. Okay, fine. Good to know. Good thing that we didn't spend any gold to get our Nunchaku, by the way. Very good thing. So yeah, we can't do anything else here, so we always move on. We always upgrade. So So I see Rushdown as a possibility for an upgrade. I see Empty Mind as a possibility for an upgrade. I see Inner Peace as a possibility for an upgrade. Basically, like, all 4 of these cards want to be upgraded at some point. These are, like, if we're upgrading 4 cards, we're just upgrading these 4. I don't really know if it particularly matters in which order we upgrade. Yeah, I don't know if it particularly matters. Jorbs likes to upgrade Flurry. Well, what I think is that I am going to refrain from commenting about Jorbs. I will simply refer to you the exclamation 2021 November challenge in Jorbs' chat. And that will tell you everything you need to know. Not really. Not really everything, but maybe some things about this character. I want to be very clear. I have a lot of respect for Jorbs, and I think he's a great player. I just don't think that he's amazing at Watcher, and I think that a lot of people believe a lot of things that are incorrect about the character because he says them, and people assume that because he says them, they're true. But I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, I mean, it's really, really difficult to say, like, what the upgrade actually is here. Spun the spinner? Oh, the fidget spinner. I've probably spun the spinner much more than I've played the cards. So, in case you guys are wondering why it's taking me so long to make this decision, it's not because the decision is, like, very consequential. It's just that it's really difficult to figure out, like, it could genuinely be any one of these 4, and it's really difficult to figure out which one it actually is. We need at least one more remove before we can go infinite on turn 1. I mean, ultimately, like, we could skip our boss relic here and we'd still feel perfectly fine. I'm just gonna do this. This feels right. I don't know. It feels right. You know, there was actually an argument for removing Flurry over Strike for exactly Pandora's Box. I don't think that that's like a valid argument, but it is an argument that one could make. Think I could have OTK'd? There might have been a draw order where it was possible, but when I see like a clear path to victory, I take it. Okay, so we actually do want to try not to... We want to try to do Nunchaku stuff. Don't take any of this. Doesn't say Vault or Scrawl on it, so it's not good. How can we speed this up? Yeah, basically. I mean, I'm still gonna take this run pretty slow, even though we're like, even though we've almost won the run already, I'm still gonna take it pretty slow. We don't need. Yeah. And I don't think Explosive Potion is better than these. There is, oh yeah, that's right. There is a super fast mode mod. I actually don't mind that conceptually. But what I found is that, like, as a viewing experience, I find it very jarring. And I'm sure that a lot of other people would too. And it's also something where, like, everybody would be asking, oh my god, what's happening here? You know? Yeah. Update on the Black Star run. So many relics, no energy relics, but I do have ice cream. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird how ice cream feels like it should be an energy relic, but in reality, ice cream is more of a, like, ice cream actually is more like an energy relic multiplier. Like ice cream makes energy better. It doesn't actually create energy, it just makes your energy more flexible. It means that your energy never goes to waste, right? So, like, you know, let's say you have a lantern. Well, even if you're not using all of your energy on turn one, your lantern energy doesn't go to waste, right? So, like, it actually makes, it augments other energy relics. It doesn't really, like, it's not an energy relic by itself. Oh, 2 turbo plus? Well, then that's pretty good. Yeah, so I think Block Potion is better than Explosive Potion. It's really difficult to say, but yeah, I think it is. I think it is. An Attack Potion is definitely better than Explosive Potion. There's no question there. Okay, pretty easy Astrolabe here. Yeah, we just hope for, like, stuff that exhausts, basically. Yeah. Yeah, we just hope for stuff that exhausts. Energy is irrelevant, and we don't want to add a curse to our deck. Do we do 3 strikes here? The worst cage? Yeah, it's basically like worst cage. It's probably better than Pandora's Box, but that's even, like, debatable. Yeah, I mean, the defend, I don't know. You can just do this, it's fine. Okay. Establishment technically exhausts, but the fact that it's innate really sucks. Omniscience technically exhausts, but yeah, wow. Not great. Not great. What's up, Maddies? Thank you, Tim. At least we have Bag of Prep. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, basically a non-boss relic if we're being actual, but it's okay. Like it's not the end of the world here. Okay. So, I'd probably like to take the Spicy Elite this act because it's free. We can go to a shop. We don't actually need removals now because we can play like Establishment, and Establishment technically exhausts itself. So don't like, we're not desperate for removals, but we would like to get removals. Can technically take 4 elites, but yeah. We're probably gonna be like trying to avoid falling at all costs here. And like potentially Nemesis, because like our ability to go turn 1 infinite is, well, yeah. I mean, the further we get into the run, the more likely we are to be able to go turn 1 infinite. This structure of the pathing is very weird. But I mean, our deck is so strong right now. Like we really should not have any trouble doing really anything here. Yeah. Yeah, that's also true. Or we could even just consider double shopping. I want to take the Spicy Elite because I want to have free pathing in Act 3. I think that's ultimately where I'm landing right now. And if we're doing the Spicy Elite, then we have to start here. There's no reason to start here versus here, because you can do the same thing, and then this gives us an extra option. Well, yeah, I mean, we're always going this way anyway, but yeah. I want to take the Spicy Elite. 8 real cards? Yeah, we technically have 8 real cards. And technically the Omniscience is actually like 2 exhausts. Avocado. Yeah, this rushdown upgrade's gonna be really big. So Vigilance blocks for 12. Sash Whip Empty Mind blocks for also 12. So yeah, I guess we just play Vigilance here. Do we want to play Block Pot to block for 5? Probably not, right? Drew Establishment, how unlucky? Indeed. Yeah, probably not. Like, 5 damage doesn't really matter anyway. Um, 20 plus 18 is 38, plus 8 is 46. That's a fun card reward screen. Not one that we are particularly interested in, but it is funny to see Weave, Flurry, and Consecrate on the same screen. Oh, should have saved the 5 HP, I guess. Is a second rushdown needed? Not really. It helps to protect us against falling, for sure. Right now, what we're most scared of is falling, because if falling takes exactly, Eruption Rushdown Inner Piece or, Eruption Mental Fortress Inner Piece, we lose. So, what we're currently, like, our current objectives are, 1, make sure that we can go turn 1 infinite. 2, protect against falling. Those are, like, the only things that we really care about right now. And, like, 3-ish is, like, find a Time Eater solution. But, like, if we can Omniscience Mental Fortress, that's an easy Time Eater solution. Well, this guy is really dumb and has decided that it's a good idea to not attack me on turn 1. The fool. Wait a minute. Oh no, I'm stupid. Never mind. Never mind. I'm dumb. this is gonna take a while. Good luck managing the Nunchaku. Yeah, we'll figure it out. It actually gets easier because we're gaining energy slowly but surely. Kill all is cheating, but actually it is? Yeah. Okay, I think that this will be the cycle where we try to make it happen here. Oh my god, we have 272 block? Okay, there's no way for us to deal exactly 18, right? But we can do 10 and then 15 and put it on 8? Oh, no. We just have it, yeah. No, we don't, we just have it, because we can go 6, 6, and then it's perfect. Fire Potion versus Attack Potion is actually... Well, Fire Potion versus Block Potion is also a thing. I'm thinking about Slavers here, mostly. That Flurry is upgraded. Yeah, I'm thinking mostly about Slavers. I probably like Attack Potion a little bit better. Ooh. We go to one event and it's a remove? Pog, dude. That is hugely pog. Okay, so right now we can probably just remove the defend. One removal is actually, like, kind of enormous. Um... I guess we'll take it on 8. Okay, Fear No Evil, technically speaking, means that... Okay, so taking Fear No Evil means that even if we lose Inner Peace, we still have Infinite. Is this fast enough for your time meter? Yeah, it's fast enough for a time meter. Because we have weakness, as well as if we see, like, any potion that is... We'll basically try to have, like, one potion for time meter, is the idea. And, like, any potion that does anything in the fight will do it. And we also technically do have Establishment, so, like, any Meditate also kind of is solving some issues here. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, but it's more like 8, because this is really hard to get exhausted. Probably Rushdown is the upgrade priority here. Rushdown and then Mental Fortress. Yeah. Rushdown first and then Mental Fortress, I think. I don't think we need this Fear No Evil. The energy is just really important right now. Vault. Yeah. Yeah. This helps. This helps. Especially if we can upgrade it, which we probably will be able to at some point. Yeah, just take our 3 damage. Ancient Pot better than Block Pot. Heart first cycle. Ancient Pot guarantees that we never die on turn 2. Other than that... Vault versus Cut Through Fate? No, because we were ending in Wrath. The Astrolabe was Omni Establishment Sash Whip, so it was pretty crap. I wonder about Attack Potion now? And by the time we get to Nemesis, we have the green key, so we have free pathing. By the time we get to Nemesis, we're gonna be, like, guaranteed turn 1 infinite, basically. So I don't really need to worry about Nemesis, I don't think. It's really just Falling and Time Eater at this point. Which, again, with Falling, it's, like, it's incredibly unlikely that we lose to Falling, because, like, Falling would have to take exactly, like, it would have to take... We'd have to, like, it's 1 out of 3 to take a power that we don't care about. It's... So, like, I mean, 66% that it's a power that we care about. But, okay. After that, like, assuming we remove... I guess we're removing Flurry next. So we'd have to, like, lose the 1 in 3 on the attacks. And then we'd also have to lose the 1 in, like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on skills. So we'd have to lose, like, we'd have to do, like... We'd have to lose the 66 for, well, 33%. I don't know how you want to look at it, but it's like 66% of the time, but then it's like 1 in 3 and then 1 in 5. So it's not like exceptionally unlikely, but it's fairly unlikely. Attack Pot, I'm gonna go with Ancient Pot. We're pretty much past the point now where we need to care about Attack Potion, given that we're not fighting Slavers again. Yeah, we didn't take Fear No Evil, because we don't need it. This is a reasonable key. No, we're not fighting. We're going to this shop. We're not fighting here. We're going shop always, basically. Question card is bad. I don't think it's good. Yeah. I mean, we don't need it. And also, like, we wouldn't mind having 4 energy here, which is, like, the curse key is, like, a kind of a consideration. That's kind of the main reason that the blue key is, like, on the table here. Fear no evil's here again to tempt me. Okay, so technically speaking, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If we add Fear no evil, it's 9 real cards in the deck. We have upgrades that we like that matter. Yeah, it is true. So Fear no evil means that Inner Peace from... or Inner Peace getting taken by Falling technically doesn't kill us. So the only way, like, it means that Falling never kills us, basically. Because we can always lose Inner Peace. Like, we can always lose a skill. Every skill in our deck is irrelevant, technically. And then the only thing that we would be concerned about is if we got Falling, it was cringe, and then we'd have to get Falling, it would have to be cringe, and then additionally, we would have to encounter Nemesis afterward and have him burn us on turn 1. Yeah. And it solves timing. It's probably good. Let's just take it. Could have used the Ancient Potion here. Doesn't, like, really matter, though. Whatever. Question marks are probably fine, right? No. No. Foresight doesn't matter. $75 gold for a card remove is cheaper than the shop, so yeah. Question is, what do we remove now? I think with, with Time Eater solved because of Fear No Evil, we can remove Sash Whip now. And then I guess it's like Flurry. Establishment Exhaust, we don't want to remove it, even though it's an 8. Could be Omni over Flurry, actually. Because, like, Omni sucks, right? Because it's, like, so hard to actually play the damn thing. Like, effectively, Omni is not actually, like, a removal, really. Can you Omni statuses? Yeah, but we don't need to. Why is Omni in the deck? Astrolabe. Astrolabe was Omni, Establishment, and Sash Whip. I mean, if we find Lotus, we're just chilling anyway. Yeah, let's just get rid of the garbage here. Okay. Technically speaking, if we can only get one, well, yeah. Yeah, Vault's pretty big. I'm just gonna actually wait till we get attacked. So that we can do this one. 'Cause it's so much faster. I mean, another vault probably doesn't hurt. It's just weird because it's, like, hard to set up the draw pile sometimes. I mean, it's freaking vault. Just take it. Energy pot, probably better than block pot at this point. Crown is fine. We don't really need cards. So, yeah, Crown is fine. Yeah. Okay. So, we can't avoid elites, and we can't avoid question marks, but we can mostly avoid... Yeah. We're fine. We're fine. Yeah. We will be looking for, like, a draw potion, something along those lines. We just want to avoid... No. So the issue is that if falling takes exactly inner peace, and then Nemesis burns us on turn 1, we can't actually go infinite on turn 1. That's the problem here. So if falling takes exactly inner peace and Nemesis burns us on turn 1, we have an issue. But we only have one event, so it would literally have to be, this event would have to exactly be falling, right? And then, yeah, no, it's fine, it's fine. This event would have to exactly be falling, and then this would have to exactly be Nemesis, and no. It's even like this would have to exactly be falling. It'd have to exactly take inner peace. Then we would have to have this exactly be Nemesis and exactly get burned. So it's like, it's so incredibly unlikely. Okay, skill potion is probably better than energy potion now that we have an energy relic. Oh. It's the opposite of falling. So now we're scot-free, basically, because we can take a path that has no events on it. And we're basically guaranteed turn 1 infinite, so Nemesis can't kill us. So we could give up Vigilance here. Or Flurry. It's probably just Flurry. Yeah, it's probably just Flurry. Flurry gave us 5 HP, Pog. So yeah, we can take a path that has no events, which is what we're going to do. Connells, thank you so much for the sub and the 2 months. The weather is terrible, but the run is good. We don't have any issues with Time Eater because we're using Eruption Fear No Evil. So, yeah. We're keeping Ancient Potion for the heart fight, even though I don't really expect that to be a huge issue. Skill Potion is also just like, I don't know, potentially can bail us out the heart fight if somehow things go very, very poorly, which I don't even know if that's possible, but maybe it's somehow possible. Gonna wait for her to attack me. It's definitely faster. I don't really care. Ah, Gremlin Horn from Reptomancer. Fun. Oh, and a Fear No Evil. Cool. Thanks, Crown. Yeah, we're just gonna go this way. I guess I'll recall now. I don't really think that it matters one way or the other. Not even Nemesis. Come on, Spire. You're just bad at your job at this point. The long press confirmations tech. Yeah, inner peace. What does long press confirmation do? It means that in order to end your turn, you have to hold down the end turn button rather than just clicking on it. It essentially avoids, like, one of the only ways that this run could die, which is me accidentally clicking the end turn button. Wow, 69 gold and Darkstone Periopt. What an incredibly based chest. What an incredibly based chest. We gave up question card for the key. Fellow kids vibes. Oh, that's a good one. Thanks for that follow, friend. Wow. We didn't even find a single nemesis? Calipers. Well, that solves the heart. Not that the heart wasn't already solved already. Okay, we have all of our keys. Guess we'll upgrade this thing. Not that it really matters one way or another. Oh no, we played Powers versus the Awakened one. Give him a turn. Yes. My bad. I really should be more considerate. Alright. Not that we can't kill Time Eater, but can we not? Thank you. Thank you. Like, sometimes I just prefer to not, you know what I'm saying? Thanks for that follow, friend. So I think technically here the best remove is Fear No Evil. But I don't think that it matters. We don't need, yeah. Cut has some sentimental value, okay? We picked it on floor 1. Let's just artificially inflate the relic bar and move on. Yeah, Fear No Evil, like technically it's the best remove, but like practically it's the worst remove. Picked on floor 1 and never upgraded. Yeah, Fear No Evil is the best remove, but it also just like doesn't matter. Keck W. Well, that's nice. We don't need Dupont. Thank you for the sub, Survey.